What's up guys, Malfolks Caliber, and today we'll be talking to you guys about are fillers bad in anime, and I'm joined by a couple of special guests.
Am I going first or is Ven? Because I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, what is good? I mean, what is really good? It is your UK Trottler brother, Dr. Blake, the darkest man around, and thank you for having me, Alpha. Yeah.
And what is up, bros and bras? And this is your boy Vengeful Wilberg here in Alpha. Thank you for inviting me to this awesome collab opportunity to talk about a very intriguing subject.
Hey, no problem. So I guess I'll start us off then. Okay, so I kind of feel like that filler in anime can be good and bad. It's good when it basically adds more content to the anime, like for example giving the story more material to work off of, or giving some characters more on-screen time to develop, and grow more. But it's bad when you have filler every other episode that essentially adds nothing to the anime. Naruto. But yeah, you guys can go on.
I'm just gonna start off by saying when it comes to filler, for me personally, it's meh. It is what it is. More content, more material, it is what it is. You could take it in a good way, you could take it in a bad way. But as a whole, filler is it's not really amazing, it's not really bad. It depends what the filler is. But what I can say is that filler does really get you more attached to the characters if you want to attach to them already. Filler does bring you more within the characters and actually pulls you into more to the series if the filler's actually good. If it's like Naruto, you're just like, canon episode please. Can we get a canon episode? Anyone? Canon episode? It gets really annoying. So you kind of have to have a right balance. But me, if there's no filler, I'm all for it. I'm always a guy that's always preferred seasonal than weekly. Weekly animes, they're more likely to see filler. But when you really look at it, the most popular animes out there, they have filler. They have additional content. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, they all have filler. The quote-unquote big three, or you can say big four, depending on how you want to put it. All of them have filler content. For some cases, it actually brings people, like I said before, to be more attached to the characters and to love the characters a lot more. So filler, it's alright. It's just not good in Naruto. They should be banned for it. They whoever's up there bringing us filler, they should be banned. That guy should be fired. I'm joking, because that guy might have wiping kids, and times get hard. But you guys know what I mean. They need to tidy up their shit. But that's my standpoint on it. But yeah, Venge, what about you, man?
Okay, here's my stand on filler. For me, I feel as though it's an opportunity that could be a hit or miss. It's like, for me, filler is one of those things where they have to be very careful of it. They can't go ham with that shit, like just throwing random crap out there that has no relevance to the story. What I feel like counts as good filler is if it's put in the right places and it has perfect timing. And that's my only thing about filler. Like when I look at Naruto, for example, I have an issue with the way they handle filler, because
we all have an issue, bro.
We'll get in that in more detail, but for me, overall, when it comes to filler, it's about the execution. If they execute it properly and they don't make silly mistakes when it comes to filler, then I'm okay with it.
I agree.
I just want to add something onto that. I completely agree with you. When filler is actually done right, executed right, it's actually fun and enjoyable to watch. I remember I was watching this one arc with Platinum TDX, and it was an arc of One Piece and it was filler, and that arc was actually funny. It was hilarious. The stuff that happened was actually entertaining to watch, and you could somewhat say the same with Dragon Ball. Everybody, people don't mind filler, when you really think about it. It's just the execution of it, and just the fact that when you think of filler, you just think of Naruto, and Naruto gives you a bitter taste in the mouth with filler, because they put filler when you're really getting into the series, bro. My cheeks are tingling at the episode on next week. Filler, stuff like that pisses people off, especially when the series has been done for 2 years. It really pisses people off when seeing filler in the series. So as a whole, filler can be accepted by people. It's just the point to point it out. if you're gonna put it like One Piece does after every arc, then people will take it. People will accept the fact that filler's there. And another problem with Naruto as well, and I know it seems like I'm bashing on Naruto. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example of bad filler. Another problem with Naruto as well is the fact that filler is too long. You can't have too long filler. You need to have it to be like 3 episodes and then move on back onto the canon. Like with like Dragon Ball, One Piece, like, or if you're gonna have a mini arc, just do it correctly and actually make it somewhat enjoyable to watch. But it's all about placement and where you're gonna put the filler inside the series. So that's my full standpoint on it. But yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, Venge. What about you, Alpha?
Yeah, like Naruto probably has the worst example of filler in all of anime. Like literally, it hasn't been a canon episode of Naruto in months, and
No,
it's still not
they
even
had
on
a canon
yet.
episode recently.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like last week.
Wow. Okay, so one in how long?
This man was asking for canon episodes of Naruto. Okay, let me stop, bro. Them Naruto fans will be like trying to like stab my cheeks. But yeah,
Right.
yeah, continue.
All right, so I have a question for both of you guys. All right, which anime do you guys think has the best filler?
I would either say either One Piece or Dragon Ball Z, and that's purely from what I've seen. Because when I personally, in my personal experience of watching anime, most of the time it's really short, or it's either like when it's really short, it's pretty much like there's no point of having filler. So like filler in anime is more leaning to like the big shonen guns like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, like Yu Yu Hakusho, like stuff like that, like the big guns that actually are long running. So when it comes to seeing filler, is like I rarely see it other than if I'm watching them anime, if you know what I mean, like the long ones. But yeah, on to you, Venge.
Yeah, this is a rather tough question. No one ever asked me about what anime series like has the best filler. Because for one, I mean, like Naruto could have been that series that actually had the best filler based on all the filler content that they have. But the thing is, like, the execution was poor, which kind of like makes me look at filler in Naruto and like it's more of a curse than a blessing. But if I was to say, it's really hard. I feel like the filler that One Piece has is really executed really well, because I'm not just saying this because, you know, I favor one series over the other. I'm not a biased anime watcher because I watch a lot of anime. But the thing that really intrigues me about One Piece anime and the way they handle filler and the way they handle like flashbacks and things of that nature is they're placed in proper positions where if they do go to a filler kind of arc, it feels like is part of the series and is worth mentioning. For example, alright, we're just going to talk about Bleach real quick. Honestly, when I look at the filler in Bleach, it's actually pretty decent. I mean, the only filler arc that I had issues with was the final filler arc where they actually ended One Piece, which was the Lost Substitute Shinigami arc. That was like that one filler arc where I was like, this is a terrible way to end, the anime watching aspect of Bleach. But I felt like the arcs, like the filler arcs in Bleach, actually had some relevancy to a certain degree, and I actually enjoyed some of them. A good example was basically the arc where you have the like all of the Shinigamis going against their own Zanpakutos. I thought that arc was pretty damn cool, even though it wasn't, canon in any way, shape, or form. It had nothing to do with any of the battles that took place before it. It was still really fun to watch. So, in my opinion, I feel like Bleach had some decent filler arcs.
All right. Yeah, for me, my favorite filler comes from Dragon Ball Z. Like, I'm not too far into One Piece, so I don't know much about that. And me and Bleach filler, we have a bad history. Like, back when I was younger and I used to watch Bleach, it came on Toonami every Saturday night. And basically, I would get lost because I felt like every other episode would be filler, and I would have no idea, like, what was going on and, like, who these characters were. So, yeah, Bleach filler for me is kind of iffy. But you guys can continue.
That's fair. That's fair. So is that it? Anything else to add? Because I pretty much said everything I was
I'm good. Pretty much all from me. Yeah. So guys, what are your closing statements? Well, yeah.
My closing statements is I'm black, and I'm black, and yeah, I'm black.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm black.
Oh.
Okay. Here's my closing statement. As far as the series, I'm not trying to harp on Naruto here, but the series that has the worst filler is I guess I should say obviously because it's my opinion. It has to be Naruto. I'm sorry, but my issue with it, especially when I look at how that series unfolded, especially in Shippuden, is like after every 20 episodes of canon, we're hit with another filler arc, filling up them cheeks.
Bruh, my cheeks already filled up.
I mean, like, I'm sorry. Like, I will say this. There was one filler arc that I really enjoyed, and I didn't finish it yet because, well, it was filler, and I was tired of filler. And that's the Kakashi's Anbu arc, which actually came out of nowhere in the middle of the critical part of the series, which was the 4th Shinobi War arc. So, I enjoyed that filler a lot, but it's still filler.
True.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Naruto. You have the worst filler.
I got one thing to say, yeah, and I don't want to be like attacking Naruto, but they need to stop. Like, when I mean they need to stop, but like, freaking, how could you bring back Neji, yeah, and like make him like seem like this man was always here? Like this may be filler, but we're just gonna bring back Neji and taunt the fact that he died. Like, how could you do that, bro? That, like, you guys are sick mofos for doing that. Like, you bring back Neji when we clearly know he's there. Like, I know what episodes of filler. As soon as I see Neji like walking up, like, yo, I never died, bro. Back like we never died. like they can't keep doing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't keep doing this. Like, you know, an episode is filler. The moment you see Neji walking out like he's always been here, like, no, you've been dead. You've been like, you got hit by that splinter right in the back, bruh.
Spoilers, but spoilers.
Oh my gosh, yeah, stop. I'm done now.
All right, now for my closing statements. Since we're on the topic of Naruto, I just want to say hashtag fix Storm 4. Okay, I'm done.
No comment. So we're just gonna end it right here. Like, yeah, Alpha, you want to close the video, or do you want me to close the video? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'll close it. Okay. First, I want to clarify that all of us are fans of Naruto in here. Okay, we're not hating on Naruto specifically. Okay, it's just that sometimes they have very bad choices in terms of their anime and stuff. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, then go and check out their channels. I'll have a link down below, and yeah, I'll see you people in the next one.
Naruto sucks! Work!